Kind of a weird place to start. But basically, I defeated Commander Typhon last part. We're trying to find Desdemona.
Rumors of a secret paramour and a ruined betrothal. What else could enrage our father? So, indeed, we shall
Tessa's
see.
still miscolored.
Let's go to Ravina.
Seems that everyone has a Mila. I gotta say, I kind of like the change of pace from other books. We're not having to go on some kind of stealth mission, at least not to the fullest extent. In fact, I think I'm going to... Yeah, okay. I'll get back to you once we get to the villa. See what to expect. Hopefully it's not something it doesn't involve major amounts of combat.
Nobody may see young Desdemona. Her father, he has forbidden it. Who are you, anyway?
Sophia de Angeli, at your service. I am a tutor of classical literature. Du Brabantio insists his daughter's education must continue.
Stellar farce, did you say?
And what need has a tutor of all these other people?
Well, Gracie Conrad does engineering.
Well, you see, these are but humble circus performers who act out the more classical passages. Show him Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, come on, you were doing so well.
O grim rich knight, O night, with you so black, O night, whichever art when day is not. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, woe!
Whoa, I mean, whoa, oh, Pyramus, my love thou art, my love, I think.
I've seen that. Very well, Desdemona is within. Enter.
Wow, that was different, and we didn't even have to fight our way in.
What the Legate is wrong with fighting our way?
Because it wastes time. From both sides. Not really sure if Desdemona is a reference to something.
Good morrow, visitors, and who are you?
Yeah.
No resistance. Heavy. I'm certain that I know nothing about those horrible traitors. How could you even think that I, daughter of an estate, don't play coy with me? Cagliostro thinks you know quite a bit. Cagliostro, you must be seeking the inner circle. Wait, are you the pirate? The one Captain Steed spoke so highly of? You are! This is an honor. I will help you, but I fear I must ask your help. My true love, my sweet Bassanio, is in prison. He stands accused of being a resistant spy.
That sounds familiar. I think that's from The Merchant of Venice. Ironic, seeing how Valencia is basically Italy.
But he is innocent. I am the spy, not he. He must not die for my deeds. If he should perish for my actions, I will die in anguish. These letters prove his innocence, but Risado, the legate in charge of Bassanio's case, refused to consider them. My father would not let me leave my home. Please, take these letters to the Hall of Justice. You must convince Risado, for I could not.
I don't know if Bassanio was a character from Merchant of Venice. It was one of Shakespeare's plays. It's been such a long time since I actually examined Merchant of Venice, or just have looked at it. But I know that there was a trial. I'll know for sure if this is basically, this plot point is a parallel with The Merchant of Venice, if they mention a pound of stomach flesh. That's how I'll know. Don't ask me how I know that. What? Complete chapter 38. They couldn't come up with a more thrilling description. for that. That's if that's just another sign. It really feels like that in most minuscule areas, this update was rushed. That's how it seems. The only reason I'm seeing these, that I mentioned, is hard to explain, but this just feels like the Merchant of Venice all over again.
Yes.
How have I not gotten around to Bud? It's because I'm probably trained him in keel hauling, and that's why he hasn't been given strong at all. No, Iago.
Yes, Captain.
I'm guessing that a legate, or however you pronounce that, is some kind of lawyer in Valencia, or rather Italy. Yeah. Not really sure what time period this would be taking place in. I imagine maybe the Renaissance.
Where is legate resigned? Let us see how stubborn he is.
Rosario. Ah, yes. You're straight. No, he cannot be released. He is awaiting trial. His trial to begin, let me see, in 8 weeks.
Where dust particles falling.
You have no evidence. Oh, dear. I'm afraid the discovery phase ended some weeks ago. No new evidence is admissible. I'm sorry, good day. So what now? Another jailbreak?
Jail. Oh yeah, we have done
Be
jailbreaks.
silent. A jailbreak. In the shadow of the palace, apparently lost all reason. Must be simple. We shall solve this thing.
What?
We found
That was
no help
really
at the top,
silent.
so we start at the bottom. I need the hook.
Corporate ladder time.
You want to introduce a new evidence. I fear your boss is hopeless. Legate Rosano is far too old-fashioned to... I think Rosano is old-fashioned. One of the cousins. I mean, a gift from Aquila. A statue carved of Aquila ring. Offer it to him and he'll give you anything you want. The skyway is full of smugglers trying to dodge the high tariffs on Aquila goods. Perhaps you could get a statue from one of the...
It is indeed worth a try. Many thanks. Captain, shall we return to the ship?
For a second there, I actually thought we'd have to go back to Aquila, but no, so, oh, why didn't I mark this spot? Too late. So those smuggler ships aren't just there for reasons. Get back to you once we get the statue built. Why do I get the feeling that it's going to take a really long time just to get the Aquila statue? Because that's how it is with... that's how it is with quests like this, where you have to retrieve one specific item. You're always going to end up doing like 10 different encounters before you finally get it. I think we saw a good example of that in my most likely abandoned Wizard 101 playthrough with Scarlet Screamers and Lumina Crystals. In fact, actually it was more prominent with the Warhorns Fest, but yeah, I hate quests like this. And this arrow is pointing the other way. There's nothing over there. The Daring Flag. That's a great name for a ship. Nope. Try again. Dolphin. Definitely a smuggler ship. Wait, why am I, yeah, there we go. Just remember that apparently that that there's really no benefit to being close up. I don't really know how that works. I wonder why certain powers have more accuracy at long range. To me, that just doesn't make sense. Could be that at long range they have more time to take their full effect in terms of speed. Or maybe I'm just reading too deep into it. These guys are really hanging on by a thread. Yes. For some reason, the message didn't show up on that one. It didn't on the first one either. The silver tears. Wow. Of how these videos tend to turn out. My commentary tends to be pretty stale, to be honest. At least from my perspective. I know this probably isn't something I should be admitting, but I do the best I can, but I want to get better. That's sort of why that's why there was a year-long gap in videos before I started making this. I do plan on finishing this one, unlike the Wizard 101 thing. I think that one it's just too much of a long-term thing. And even on my highest level wizard, they're not even finished with the first arc yet. And that game has already gone at least one world into its third. So perhaps I was too ambitious back then. Come on. There we go. The message didn't show up. The Jolly Castaway. Am I supposed to be going that way for smugglers? I don't understand. It seems... I do not... I mean, I'm guessing that... Maybe I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. Okay, I might have figured it out, although one thing I've yet to figure out is these Ophidian ships and lots of questions. There's just so many questions that I have with these Ophidian ships. It's obvious how they came here, through the Stormgate to Aquila, but I don't really know why they're here. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. From a perspective on the ship, it just seemed to be significantly lower than the dock, but that doesn't look right. Ugh. find it hard to articulate myself sometimes. Oh. Fidget the arrow. You know, I don't really think you could call this building, at least from what we see of it in the game, halls of justice. Because it's really just a small room. Not entirely sure how... Well, that's odd. So apparently Contessa actually has a title now from that screenshot. Or just from what I've seen over there. I guess they've only just now fixed that.
The smugglers have no statues. Traveling, well, the way is longer, but if you have a ship,
Oh no.
yourself.
I knew it.
Now, perhaps my help was worthwhile to you.
Indeed, and it deserves to be rewarded. Here, take a humble token of my thanks.
What?
Aquila! Oh, how I miss the green, green grass of home! Zeus, hear me! Your son is coming.
You get that, everybody? Yes, we are going to Aquila. I'm pretty sure Kate heard it too. Well done.
Would be kind of funny if that actually happened. I find this interesting because pretty much all the other worlds besides Aquila have some kind of encounter with the clockworks. I know Monkeist doesn't necessarily, but but yeah, Aquila is largely detached from the clockwork storyline. I also know that there's a promotion quest for your Presidio companion, the one that you get by determining how your parents died in this game. So that'll be interesting to see. And apparently some companions like Catbeard and Gracie Conrad get promotions with gold, which I find kind of odd. It sort of breaks off that tradition where the companions that are exclusive to certain classes, like, say, trying to think of a good example, Nanu, the Watermill Spearman, they get some kind of, basically once you get them up to their promotion level, instead of doing a quest, you pay gold to promote them. But with the storyline companions that everyone gets, Gracie Conrad's an example, it's an entire quest line. Pretty odd. Conversation with our good friend Hippocrates.
Oh, look who's here. Long time no apprehend, my friend. As I keep saying to Alcibiades, we've got to stop meeting like this. You need a marble statue? Well, you've certainly come to the right place. They're practically laying around in the streets here in Aquila. Oh, it's going to be a gift. Then you need something special. There's a sculptor here in town, Pygmalion. He's the best.
Really?
Talk to him.
Pretty sure I've heard that somewhere before. I don't know where. Let me guess, he's gonna be a pig. Yeah, that's why. Yep, I thought so.
Who let you in?
The door was unlocked.
Ah, customer. Welcome to my humble studio. So, you need a statue of a unicorn. Interesting. A challenge, no doubt. And one worthy of my talents. I'll carve it out of smoky grey marble. The effect will be quite striking. And then... Oh, wait. I'm afraid I cannot do this work for you.
I guess you don't have marble.
But I fear I have entirely too many Imperial commissions to finish. Unless I'm working on another project. Something special. You might call it a labor of love. Help me with that, and I'll make room in my schedule. It requires the finest marble, white as driven snow. It can be found in one place, Quarry Cave. But Ophidians have driven the stone cutters out.
These names are getting worse and worse.
I'll also need my special tools. The confounded cyclopes stole them from my outdoor studio in Ilios. Bring me white marble and my tools for my special project, and I'll make sure
That
your
should be over
statue is
there.
ready by the time you get back.
C02, that should be over there. Apparently I have to do this one first. I think that's where I'm going to end it. I'll probably do those off screen unless there happens to be dialogue, which I doubt. But that's it for this one.